And we're live.
All right, welcome back here for another episode of The Corner and possibly one of Fancy Octopus's podcast episodes. Today, we got like Fancy Octopus here for our
Howdy.
guest, Holly, and my faithful partner here, Troy. And we don't really know what we're going to talk about in this episode, so we're just going to see where it takes us.
I'm just going to wing it. We're just excited to have on a guest
Yeah.
for once.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to wing it, buffalo or otherwise. Personally, I prefer like a nice teriyaki because I get a little squeamish around hot sauce. People make fun of me for it, and I get very sad. But other than that, yeah, I'm down for whatever. On the other hand of the wing.
All right, man. That's good to know. Yeah.
Can you tell us? Do you like teriyaki on anything,
I
or
would say
just
on
octopus?
Oh, I don't eat octopus.
Yeah.
That would be cannibalistic. And while I am
Okay.
one to commit sins against nature, that is one carnal sin I will not commit because it will lead to a revolution of my peers. And I am not willing to handle that. I do not have the strength nor the willpower to even come close to considering that a livable position. So I keep my teriyaki on my chicken.
Does baby octopus count under that definition as well?
I mean,
Because
what's the second word you said there?
Baby octopus.
Well, I'm just saying, is a baby octopus an octopus? Is that the question you're asking me? I mean, it seems pretty clear, doesn't it?
It could be that your definition of cannibalism simply was rooted in
Does your definition of human cannibalism
No.
change if it's a newborn baby?
No.
You're like,
no.
oh, it's fine if I crack open this baby and slurp him down because he's just he's a little younger.
A little younger.
We're
That's
only
acceptable.
we're only 2 minutes in, and I'm already misunderstood severely. No, I meant you define the cannibalism as just being unappetizing to eat, and in my opinion, baby octopus was more appetizing to eat. So that's what I meant.
I
But-
mean, this is pretty fucked of you to say, dude. Like, straight up, I'm just here, and then you're just like, oh, yeah, by the way, I like to take your young and boil them and fry them up and just chop them and eat them, and it's pretty good. And you should try it, you know?
Oh my God, we're starting
Okay,
out
what-
good. No, like, but what
if it is
I
an
meant.
elderly octopus?
What?
Like if it
Then
is
they
an
don't. Then
elderly
they're.
octopus, that
Then they
is,
don't taste
that
as
is-
good. They don't taste as good.
Do you eat your grandma?
No,
These are all-
but in cannibalistic
This is
cultures,
insane.
then that's what they do, man. Then they like eat like the older persons when they're weak.
I mean, I don't know. The only cannibals I really know of is that like German guy who like paid that other guy, and then he didn't even get to eat him, if I remember correctly, which seems like a scam. But I don't know. I don't know much about cannibalistic cultures, being that I don't eat octopus nor human. But I do think it's a bit odd that the first thing y'all are like is like, oh, wait, you don't eat yourself? Wow. I mean, you should try it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I
Yeah.
I don't know if this is...
That's epic.
I don't know how we really got here to this point. I'm still trying to figure that out. But anyway, like all I'm saying is that baby octopus tastes one hell of a lot better than
Man, you just
like
don't
for
give up.
instance, if you
You just
eat
don't give up. You're just...
if you
You're,
eat
you're
no,
gonna
of course
make
not.
me-
Why would I give up? Why would I give up?
Because you're talking about eating my children, bruh. Like, you think I'd be like, you think, oh, if I was just like, oh, by the way, guys, fucking like, baby humans, dude, just fucking roast them over a fire and chomp. And then if you guys are like, whoa, dude, I don't know about that, I'd be like, okay, I understand. Maybe you're offended by that. But I gotta say, it's a lot better than eating big humans. Like, you can see now you're pushing the issue.
Yeah. Holy shit, man.
You're gonna have to continue talking here, Pat.
I mean,
Please take over. Take over.
What? Alright, so we got a man down over there. Did anything interesting in your life happen today?
today.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing that happened was I was trying to get into Burger King, right? And
No.
they don't let me in unless I'm in disguise because, you know, I'm all wet and slimy or whatever. And so
Yeah.
what I did is I came up with a cool disguise. I put on my hat as usual and I roll in, and then the problem was I forgot to bring my fake hands in. So I went to go swipe the credit card and hit like the little accept button. It just started like flopping. But to them, luckily the hat was enough. So they just thought I was like really like uncoordinated. And so I probably spent a solid 20 minutes just slapping this credit card machine. And eventually there was a bit of an animosity, like, you know, all these hungry people risking themselves for COVID, and there's just this guy just slapping the shit out of this machine. And I was in a way rioted against today, and I think it was invigorating. Honestly, it was a taste I'll never have ever again, being limply thrown out of a Burger King by a 45-year-old woman at best. You know, because, you know, I just didn't know how to swipe a credit card. I think that would be a very important thing that happened today.
Wow, that was so racist of them. Like, they should have, like, you know, like, had the understanding of you.
I mean, well, no,
Yeah.
but I was, to be fair, I was dressed up as a person. So they thought I was a person.
All right. Even when the, you know, like, they touched you to throw you out.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
enthralling, I would say.
Wow. And then what did you do afterwards? And like, did you even get the Burger King food with you? Or...
I mean, no, I never paid, so I never got it. You know, I couldn't figure out the credit card, man. It was so slippery.
yeah.
But you know, that's just one fun fact in the I guess the hat. I don't know where else would I put my fun facts? But
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, I
In a
mean,
baby
anything-
octopus.
dude, this guy,
I didn't.
This guy.
this fucking guy, dude.
Hiding in the
You
bushes.
should be glad I'm an ocean away.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you know, I have some choice words that I could flop onto you with my totally human hands.
Well, let's hear them.
You know,
What
you know,
are
like
they?
I like seeing like some octopuses being so big that they have like been able to literally take down sailboats.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Wow.
There-
Holy shit.
Johnny Depp met one of them.
yeah, he met like the ultimate version of the
Yeah,
Kraken.
and I'm surprised he survived to tell the tale. Same with
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom. I mean, they just didn't seem like they were cut for it, but I guess they're fine. I mean, I don't know. Pretty intense scene.
Yeah, octopuses are incredibly fascinating creatures.
They really are. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the compliment. I feel like we're moving closer to an agreeable
They taste
state.
good as well.
You see, then this guy fucks it up.
And this guy screws it up. Yeah.
And it screws it up.
You can use their
Um,
ink
okay,
sacs.
I gotta-
You can use their ink sacs to make filler for pens too.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that they do.
Have we
like,
verified that Troy isn't a murderer? Like, the kind of
no.
vigor he's giving towards
No, I
violence
actually
against my
don't
type.
think in our entire time on the corner, I don't think we have ever even once been able to de-verify that claim. So no.
No, so Troy could
So it's a
very
deep verify?
Troy could very well be like octopus serial killer hiding in
Sounds like
plain
he's
sight.
doing.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if it's plain
definitely.
sight, or I don't know if it's hiding.
My home is actually decorated with harpoons on the walls in the shape of octopi. if that in the shape of octopi.
That would be a horrible harpoon. Do you know what a harpoon's supposed to do? You know, like that's just not gonna work. All the tentacles are gonna be bad in the water, man. I mean,
it's just like decorative. It's not supposed to be functional. It's supposed to
oh,
be.
so
art.
you're like all bark, no bite, right? So you're like, oh, you know,
What?
I'll say I'll eat your young from an ocean away with my decorative harpoon, but you're not gonna show up in like freaking Miami next week and duke it out at the playground at 3 p.m. next Friday. At the tetherball courts.
I don't really know what to respond to that. I didn't really catch the connection there. All bark, no bite. From what? From where did we get? Where did we get off from that?
Might be because of you're European and he's American, so there might be some cultural.
No, I know the statement. All
what-
bark, no bite. I just didn't know how we got there. Like from what?
And you know, the way that you go from place to place or idea to concept is all traveling, right? And so I gotta ask y'all a question. What's your favorite travel story?
All right, now we're on that. All right.
My favorite travel stories.
Yeah.
I got a few.
Okay.
Well, like something like events that has like happened. Like once I was in Singapore and a guy from Kansas tried to fight me in a brothel.
Hell yeah, dude. That
Hell
sounds
yeah.
like a baller time. I gotta say, Singapore's pretty dope. And those Kansas people, they got all the corn in them, dude. They can pack a punch.
At the time, like I didn't understand this because I was hardly intoxicated, and this guy is like standing there hardly, and this guy was like standing there, and the dude was like probably like piss drunk and wasted, and he just wanted to fight. I asked him, you know, like why do you want to fight me in a brothel in a foreign country, and might even get and we might even get to prison for this, you know, since this is a very strict country.
Yeah, it's Singapore. They might even lash you.
Yeah, they might even
for
lash
that.
you. Yeah, they might even lash you publicly for that, and put you in prison for like a year or 6 months. And
Yeah,
then on top of that,
They don't
and then
fuck
on top
around
of
in
that-
Singapore. You do
No, they
not don't fuck around in Singapore. I mean, I've been there as well. They like gloat about how they're gonna punish you before you get even punished, right? They have those little signs up that are like, "Oh yeah, we caught someone here and we caned him."
yeah,
3 days
we
ago.
got that. Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, they ain't fucking kidding around." Like,
Yeah, and they caned him. Yeah, it's also like extremely insane now with like COVID-19.
oh yeah,
Um,
it's probably at
right.
least they're not getting sick. Hopefully,
like no, they have that under control because of it. But still, it's like you gotta wear face masks everywhere you go, even outside, unless you're like sitting down on a restaurant. And if you disobey these rules, you're looking at like a $10,000 fine and a permanent expulsion from Singapore that you can never
oh
return.
wait, you can just straight up be banished?
Yeah, you can straight
I mean,
up be banished now.
I kind of dig it.
Well, they just recently implemented those rules in Denmark as well, minus the fine, of course. But you have to wear that. You have to wear that everywhere now as well in supermarkets and
they can't
restaurants.
banish you. They can't banish you from the country.
I also feel like the fine doesn't really matter if you get banished, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
you owe us $10,000 and you're banished. Like, well, I'm not paying.
Yeah, like good luck collecting that.
I'm going to
I'm the
Malay,
next
baby.
plane out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like they got it under control because of all these like insanely strict rules. Did you also notice when you were there that there is surveillance cameras like on every street corner?
Dude. There's
I'm like,
everywhere.
wow. Wow.
I mean,
and
I'm somewhat used to that because in the U.S. there's a decent amount of them. Not as much as
Yeah.
Singapore. Singapore is everywhere. I heard London's
Yeah.
also got a ton of them. But
yeah.
I think in the U.S. though they're like weird. It's weird. It's confusing because they're like privately owned, but then they sell the tapes to the police or something. I don't know. It usually just ends up being on YouTube videos. But
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but Singapore has like 1,000 or 2,000 police officers, or in the police, people dedicated to watching these screens
that's
24/7. And yeah. So like, if a woman is to be raped, then the police will like have a response time in, I don't know, like zero time, couple of minutes, and they'll be
That's
there.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
actually really good. I mean,
So-
I like Singapore overall.
So I
really
think,
enjoyed it.
I think it has to be the country with like the lowest crime rate.
Oh,
in the
yeah, I felt
world
so safe.
because of it. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wasn't like careful at all, and I'm a bit of a dumbass. So
Did you remember when you flew there that you had to fill out a visa, right?
oh god, and they give you.
And-
I have that visa that tells you that they're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you bring drugs in, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I still have that somewhere around here.
By the way, like, you bring drugs in, we're gonna fucking kill you. Yeah.
Like, just get axed, bro. Like, no, not happening.
And I'm thinking, and you're filing this out on the plane. What if
Yeah.
you were the drug What if you were the drug
Yeah,
dealer?
it's too late. You can't like say
Yeah.
no, right? You can't be like, oh,
Yeah.
actually, I will not need a visa. I will be heading back to anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be heading back anywhere. So yeah, if you already have the heroin bags in your stomach, then you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, I think if it's in your stomach, that's the best scenario. Other than like, the condom breaking and then you fucking dying or something. But, because like they can't search your stomach. I mean, unless they really want to. Which, I mean, when
wonder-
I entered Singapore, they did not search my stomach. So any
There-
aspiring drug smugglers out there understand that it is not normal to have your stomach searched while in Singapore.
But I wonder if the dogs can smell it
Ooh,
through
That's
the skin. I don't know.
that's why you got to eat a lot of kale. Dogs hate kale.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Yeah.
They won't. They won't even touch the stuff. I've tried too.
this is
I tried turning my
actually-
dog vegan.
This is interesting. In 2019, the crime rate in Singapore increased by 16.3%
Oh,
to 35,209 reported cases, up from
Wow.
32,100 in 2018.
I wonder what they include as crime.
Yeah. Is it like I'm like wondering
I mean,
the
it's still
same thing.
really low.
Wondering if it's like spitting gum on the street, is that because that's
Yeah.
technically a crime
Like
in the
eating
US.
eating durian in the subway is a crime.
Even having gum in Singapore is a crime.
Yeah. Oh, you
Because-
can have the gum. I had some.
You
Can't sell it.
you can't sell it, and if you want to buy it there, then you gotta get a prescription from a doctor.
You can get prescribed gum.
Yeah, you can get
What do you
prescribed
put the gum? Is it for like nicotine or something?
Yeah, nicotine gum. Teeth.
They were not fans of cigarettes there. They not only hid the cigarettes, but they put those gross ass like pictures of like dead babies and eyeballs on them.
Yeah.
Even though, to be fair, I'm pretty
Holy
sure
shit.
most countries do that. I'm pretty sure like only like Europe and America don't, and I'm pretty sure some countries in
Yeah.
Europe do it too.
Yeah, they do it. They do it in Norway too. But Singapore was just extreme on this. Level.
Singapore went next level on it. They
Yeah.
went. Not only they were like, okay, it's expensive. Oh, Japan doesn't do the pictures. Japan loves their fucking cigarettes, dude. They
do.
They are possibly the best place to go get cigarettes. I would argue is that if you
Yeah.
want cigarettes, I guess go to the corner store. But if you're willing to go to Japan and get cigarettes there, because it would be ridiculous to go to Japan just to get cigarettes.
Yeah. It makes sense though. Like Japanese is like high stress people, high working people, so cigarettes makes sense. Another thing though with Singapore is that it was the most efficient airport I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, so nice.
Like,
Dude,
Troy,
the entire transit system
yeah.
was like top notch.
Like Troy, by the way, like if you don't know it, like Singapore, like one of the highest trafficked airports in the world. So they have like 95 million people going through this airport a year, and going through it is like just like 10 minutes, you're out. Got your luggage and everything. Yeah,
it was so quick. And then Singapore, you know, they got their shit together over there. Like straight up. I mean, you know, you could have like problems with their ideology when it comes to public like following rules and all that, and like liberties or whatever you want to call them. But I mean, you know, pretty nice. It's pretty nice over there. Pretty chill.
Well, it is. You also gotta take in consideration that it is a country that is has a total area no larger than 800 square kilometers or 300 square miles for you guys over there.
But they do have a surprising amount of cultural diversity. I know, like I remember they and they have had issues with particularly religious violence before, and that's why they have like, I know like the city has like different areas for like at least like the hawker centers typically had like,
in my opinion, it would be like the same thing as saying socialism works in Denmark, we got great welfare over here, so why don't you just fucking put that into the rest of the world? I mean, socialism because it works in Denmark. No, it doesn't.
I mean, I wouldn't say Denmark's socialist per se. They're like,
like it is more socialist than most countries in Europe. I mean,
they definitely like treat their citizens.
We do have a 50% tax pressure on all our income taxes. So yeah, I would definitely consider that very, very socialist. We're not a communist country, of course. We still have the free market, but we still have a high tax pressure as well. And that works. And that works.
I mean, but you can have high tax capitalist countries. Like the U.S. had really high taxes in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and I don't think anyone's ever going to claim.
Yeah, but not near 50. Not near 50%.
No,
You've
higher,
never had that.
But higher. They used to have like 70 to 80% marginal tax rates on the top brackets in the United States.
On income tax?
Yeah, dude. U.S. used to have high ass taxes before Reagan.
But I would say like the difference though is that in the 50s and 60s in America, education was basically free.
Yeah,
and so was the healthcare. But that changed.
There was also I would say that they're not, but it's still not socialist per se, right? It's still like capitalist. It's still like private ownership of all like the capital and production, and that's why I think the term that's used to describe European countries is social democracies, right? Where it's like you have like effectively like capitalist markets, but then you have like really high taxes, but those taxes then are used for things like, you know, Medicare for all, unemployment insurance, shit like that, right? You know, like, you know, social welfare states, effectively, I think is what people call
them. Yeah, welfare states. That's the correct term.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm all cool with Denmark. I love Denmark.
Me too. Like, but I just pulled it up here. It actually confirms what you're saying. Like, but you said during Reagan that the income tax was up at 70. That's actually not true. He lowered them from 70 to 28%. The top.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Until Reagan, he had those massive cuts.
Okay.
It was like him, he cut, and then Bush did a big cut, and then Trump did a big cut.
Wow.
Reagan was a Republican, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right.
He's a Hollywood boy too.
Yeah.
And a Star Wars fan.
Who isn't a Star Wars fan?
Yeah. And I don't think I know anyone except maybe my brother's girlfriend who hasn't seen Star Wars. Yeah.
Okay, guys, what's the best war in Star Wars?
The best war.
The Empire Strikes Back. I want to say
it's a solid war. I'm going the tactical assertion battle of Gavin 4, where I
don't even know what that is.
Well, what movie are we on? What movie are we on?
I mean, it's not much of a movie. It's more of like a
It's probably-
historical primary source.
A side story or something like that, because I've never heard of it.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it's my favorite because I just made it up, and it's a very fun place. It's
Okay, so I guess that's why I've never heard of it. Look at
Yeah.
well, you never heard of it?
I've heard-
It's pretty popular. It's already on a podcast.
I've heard
Believe it or not.
I've heard of Yavin 4, which is the
No, this is
the
Gavin
Wookiee
4.
planet. No, not the Wookiee
Gavin
planet.
4.
It's like the Wookiees, but they're all Gabe Newell.
No. It's the.
They're all Gabe Newells.
They're all Gabe Newells. Yeah.
Fuck, man. What are these little teddy bears? What's the name of them? Fuck.
Oh, the Ewoks.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Why was I spacing on that? Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Good old Ewoks, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, would you pay children to glue hair to their face and follow you and be Ewoks?
Well, yeah. I
Oh my
think
God.
like that would be like cool for a while or so, like maybe an hour.
So we're getting that he would buy. Okay, we got that down. I can get you hooked up.
Yeah, right.
Have you heard of?
Like-
Have you heard of? Oh shit! What's the place called? They sell Ewoks now inside of furniture.
They sell Evox instead of furniture.
Yeah.
Some change room a store.
No. What?
Oh my God.
Oh my
I'm
god!
really.
I'm blanking so hard. Oh my god! What is this place called?
I'm fighting.
How am I so?
I'm
confused?
fighting the urges here to spit whiskey all over my microphone. That has happened multiple occasions during this podcast. Fuck, man.
Wow.
Wayfair, fucking Wayfair. That's right. They sell
Wayfair.
children, and I can get a guy to get the children inside of like a clock or something, right? So you buy the clock for $10,000 on Wayfair. Then they send you the clock, and inside of it is a child. My guy comes in, glues hair all over him. And then he follows you because he's confused. He's in Europe now. He doesn't know anything. He's from like Guatemala or something. I don't know. I don't know Wayfair's supply chain. But they get you the kid. We put glue on him, put some hair on him. He's your Ewok for the day. How much would you pay for that?
Zero,
Also, you take all liability.
$0. $0.
Yeah,
Zero?
Yeah.
I'm also thinking like 10K is a steep price.
10K is a steep price. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, like I need to see like some kind of
Fuck
return on my
materialism.
investment.
Fuck materialism, man. Fuck it all.
fuck materialism.
Fuck all
I
your
won't
bullshit
spend-
and your product management and your crappiness. Like all you fucking need is to go through a fucking go for a walk in the park or in the forest and look at the
and
beautiful
that wall
nature.
could have a fucking Ewok in it, dude. You're telling me you don't want a little Ewok drilling you behind for just a 10K price? It's not that high. It's like getting your pinky massaged out of a U.S. hospital. It really isn't that bad.
I will stipulate that it is amusing to see all these salesmen try to sell me stuff all the time. Because
What do they sell you?
I don't know. Like lately, I got a call from some Indian telemarketer who was asking me about dental insurance. And it was like,
Wow.
hello there. Is this?
Don't y'all have like free healthcare or some shit? Over
Yeah,
there?
exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
we do.
crazy part.
Like what the fuck?
And
They got the wrong phone number.
and the dude was like, "Hello there. Do I have Alexander and the phone? This is my best Indian accent. I can't do it. Do I have you?
You just sound like you're like trying to like speak Spanish without any of the Spanish.
No, I can actually do Indian accent pretty well. I just need to buckle down and get very well to it.
Okay, that's good. That's good, man.
Yeah. So he was asking me about dental insurance, and he wanted to sell me this because there was he had recognized earlier that my number was in his phone book, so I was a prime candidate for these dental operations that he was supposed to sell me.
That is the type of quality analysis that I asked for from my dental hygienist, right? This number was in a book. Therefore, prime candidate for any type of dental surgery. I mean, this number's in the book. Therefore, I can rip out his teeth. I mean, I can't think of a more straightforward logic than that. I mean, sign me up. And I need insurance, man. It's so expensive. And
I can't even remember what I asked him, but I was just like, yeah, like maybe, can you tell me a little bit more about this? I mean, like, because I actually have considered to change my dentist lately because I recently moved, and you, Patrick, you can back me up on this. I moved in January, in June, so I actually did move. But then I was like,
a couple of miles.
Yeah, a couple of. No,
gotta change dentists. Gotta change.
Yeah, exactly.
Too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Too far.
No, actually, in Denmark, if you move the region in Denmark, you have to change your dentist. But I only moved.
So it's like area based.
Yeah, it is area based. Like
interesting.
I just drive to Germany and I pay cash. I don't want my name.
I mean, that's also a very solid strategy. Germany's got some pretty good shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go there.
Oh man! Holy shit!
Dude, I was in Germany recently.
All right.
I was mainly went to. Well, I was actually in Denmark semi recently too. I was up in Copenhagen for a weekend last summer. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Really liked it.
Yeah, Copenhagen is nice. It's got a lot of attractions. Really,
It does.
You can't.
I heard the winter is terrifying.
Nah, man. You know, like the winters in Denmark ain't nothing compared to Norway.
Yeah. You can speak about that. Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah. Like holy shit, man. Like, and I'm even from like south of Norway, and still it's like fucking 3 months of snow and freezing hell a year.
Exactly, dude. I'm from like, fucking the southern U.S. area. Like I'm south of the cold part of the United States, man. It's like, oh yeah, winter. That means like it's 65 Fahrenheit. I guess that'd be like 15 Celsius or something. Like 15 Celsius, and it's still pretty sunny. And it's still pretty nice.
Yeah, it's 18.3 Celsius. So that's I mean,
it's pretty decent temperature.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's the it's my favorite running temperature, actually. By the way, not that anyone cares, but yeah, I like to run in
marathon
18.
Runners do care. I'm pretty sure that's the recommended marathon running temperature.
Yeah, it is, because it's not like it's not so hot that you sweat your fucking balls off, but it's still not cold enough that you freeze as well. So it's the perfect temperature to run in. That is provided, of course, you don't have like a huge hurricane going on which is blowing cold air in your face.
I mean, I feel like a hurricane would be a good motivator for a marathon, right? If you're like, you start in like downtown Miami and a Hurricane Florence is coming in fast. Yeah. And it's like the evacuation bus is 26.2 miles north.
Well, I just think that I would like bust into the nearest bar and hold up there and like hope for the best.
I mean, that's what the standard Floridian does regardless if there's a hurricane. So I think that works out. I think open arms.
But yeah, like regarding like the warm weather, that reminds me like when I went to Portugal a couple of years ago, and it was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh yeah.
And even this was like too cold for the natives, so we had like the entire beach to ourselves.
70-degree beach day is pretty cold, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cold, man. 75 degree Fahrenheit, that's pretty cold, man. So, like you go ahead, you had the entire beach to yourself.
That sounds pretty
Yeah.
legit. I'm
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
You know, you can get real intense on that beach. You ever do
Yeah.
any crabbing?
Crabbing.
Crabbing. Yeah.
Crabbing. Yeah.
You know, you like walk out, you got a bunch of rebar, or maybe like a cage of some sort. Put like a chicken in it, right? Just like a raw chicken, like a haunch. Put it in that cage, or maybe just on a string, and then you like throw it out and you let it sit for a little bit.
Oh, and you fish for crabs. Okay.
Yeah. And then you go and you take the
yeah.
crabs, put it in a little ice bucket, and then you have to do the super metal thing, which is to like rip the fucking crab's head off while it's still alive before you cook it. So,
Wow.
and without it getting too mad at you, because it gets mad when you do that.
Yeah.
Where are you from, by the way? Because like I know in California they eat a lot of seafood and a lot of lobster. And stuff.
I've bounced around a lot. Right now, I've kind of bounced. I've lived in. I guess I grew up in like Texas, but I've bounced around the U.S. for the most part. You know,
the U.S. bouncer, I guess you could call.
Yeah,
him.
I'm a U.S. bouncer, dude.
You're basically like an octopus, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if you fucking say it one more goddamn time, I will come to Denmark and privatize your health care. And you will have to pay like we do.
Oh man!
And I'll do it just for you. Don't worry.
Wow. Okay. So you're gonna pass a law that that Alexander cannot receive public health care.
No, I'll tank the entire ship. If they're like, oh, well, we can't single out Alex,
Okay.
I'll be like, you know what? It's fine. Everybody in Denmark now has to pay for health insurance.
That includes Pat, though.
Yeah, but I'll just
True.
keep paying cash. I'll just keep paying cash.
He goes to Germany.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to Germany.
Yeah.
He's already worked his way around this. You're stuck in your regional dentist or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's true. It's true. I would be stuck here. But yeah, no, like health. Fuck, man. I don't even know. Healthcare, does that include Yeah, I think it does.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Believe it or
Nah,
not,
you can.
American health insurance does not include dental always. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
It doesn't include it here either in the taxes, but
No.
you can pay you can pay extra. I pay extra.
Oh, but no,
and it's like $50 extra a year.
It is
it covers like
included.
50%.
It is included to a certain part, like the sysäkring or whatever the fuck you call it here.
It is covered. It's covered for like your check. And
So it's
you
like
know,
so like
that's-
if you like get like a root canal, that's covered. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if you just
yeah,
want
yeah.
them to like clean your teeth, that's not covered.
No.
No, the
It
other
has
way
to. It
around.
has to be a
Other way
serious.
around.
It has to be serious teeth, decay or something like that.
I'm hearing exactly two opposite things from y'all.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like, let me explain.
Okay.
Troy, because like you're going at it wrong. Like a normal checkup of your teeth, I guess it's covered.
Yeah,
but
no,
anything above that,
to
anything above
25%, 25%. That's what's covered. The rest you have to pay yourself. I was literally just at the dentist.
That's still better than what I got over
Bro.
here.
You know, like
Everything y'all said is still leaps and bounds better than what we got over here. I don't care which one's correct.
I'm sure that I had to pay 75. You want to see my recent pay stub for the dentist? I mean, fuck,
Yeah,
man. I got it right here. I had to pay 300, and then the government or whatever the fuck paid 200
kroner?
Yeah, kroners.
$50
Only 300 kroner?
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah, 300.
Go to the dentist?
Yeah, 350 or something like that.
Man,
I got a good
we're
dentist,
all
yo.
gonna die in the United States, dude.
Nah, I got a very good dentist. That's the thing.
I want to know what was included in that $50. A checkup, cleaning.
A checkup and cleaning for tooth stone. What do you call?
I mean, that's like,
know.
I'm pretty sure, like,
But
even
still-
with insurance, my cleaning costs more than that.
Man, that's still expensive. That's like $5 more than what I pay in Germany, man.
Yeah, but
Dude,
that's
it's worth the drive.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's fucking Germany, though. Fucking Germany is always underbidding it. Anyone. Germany is the cheap. I think Poland is cheaper, but other than that, Germany is the
But do you
cheapest
really want to
country
go
in
all the way
Europe.
to Poland to have someone stick?
Yeah.
No.
It depends. It depends, man. It depends on like the work that you're getting done to your teeth. Like if you're getting like,
Are you
if you're
when
like,
you trust Poland more than Germany?
no, I don't. But like my mother went to like Lithuania, I think,
Okay.
to get like all the fucking teeth done and changed or whatever.
You know they're famous for their teeth over in Lithuania. Everyone
And
says it worldwide. They got the best
and
fucking
that-
teeth.
and that was like $12,000 or something,
Oh my
which would have
Yeah,
been
that's
like
like American
triple,
prices.
which would have been like triple in Norway.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
Lithuania is cheap. I wonder. I'm guessing that American prices would be somewhere in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Holy
I think so. I think so too, man. Like to get your entire fucking mouth.
Oh, is your
changed,
entire like?
It
Oh,
was all the fucking teeth done, like in like new porcelain teeth or whatever that's you're doing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's lifelong debt, baby.
Yeah, that's a lifelong theft.
That's lifelong debt.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would like to say like the Norwegians that have to like get that extent of like dental work done would pay for the plane ticket and $30 a night hotel in Eastern Europe.
I think that's a solid exchange. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. And also like I don't think that any insurance here would cover it to that extent, so that it will like still be expensive.
Well, yeah, because I'm assuming it's not like considered a necessary surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they can be like
Just
Right.
Googled if you have was something in English. I believe it's called periodontitis. If you-
periodontist. Yeah.
yeah. If you have that would be 20,000 kroners. So that's probably around. What is that? You're better in. That's what is that? Pat. That's
20,000 kroners.
$3,000
$3,000
for
around that.
periodontitis.
Apparently, periodontal surgery varies between $500 and $10,000 inside the United States. So
Depends on the
hopefully
dentist.
you got the cheap type of problem.
Holy shit! That's a big gap between dentists there.
Well, I guess like you have the dentist that is wearing his cashmere three-piece suit,
Yeah.
and you have the dentist that's wearing his Adidas tracksuit.
It's a thing, and dude, fucking even like fake doctors get that kind of shit over here, man. Like fucking chiropractors, or whatever, which are like half doctors or whatever. They'll like have their own little private practices and shit's going crazy. And they're like, yeah, I graduated from like a technical school. And now let me like slap your back really fucking hard.
Oh, wow.
And charge you $100 an hour for it. Yeah. Oh shit.
All right, I think we got time for like maybe 5 more minutes, but no more than that because we're already sneaking up on 50 minutes here. So,
Yeah, I mean that's good for me. I have something to go to pretty soon.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let me ask you like a question, like a total random note that I asked Troy earlier. If you were going on vacation tomorrow, what country or what place would you go to,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
and why?
Are we assuming COVID is around still?
No, we're
No.
assuming that like there's no COVID.
Okay.
Uh.
I would say either Australia or I guess how long?
Like to say like a 2-week vacation.
2-week.
And it has to be a city, not just a country, a city.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're specifying it for city now. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I guess right now. How cold is it in Denmark?
It is stormy and it's about 15 degrees outside.
Okay, yeah.
Be sure. It's 12 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And that is let me see, that's 54 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'd say Sydney or Tokyo.
Sydney or Tokyo. What would you do in these cities, and what intrigues you about it?
Sydney is gonna be warm as hell. So I just for one, I have a friend who lives in Perth, so I don't know. I guess he could come visit. So that'd be cool. Also, I've just never been to Australia, and I love
Dude,
Australia.
what the fuck? Perth is like on the other
Yeah.
end of Australia.
Exactly. Make him walk to Sydney, dude.
Make him walk through the outback, and then make him bring him home, like what do you call it? This boomerang thing they swing around.
Boomerang. I'll mail him a boomerang and a camel, and tell him to meet me in Sydney in 3 fortnights. And he'll be there.
It will take him years to get to Sydney.
Yeah, there's just as far from Perth to Sydney as there is from the not quite, but almost as far as there is from the east coast to the west coast of the U.S.
Yeah, it's pretty far. But I gave him a camel, dude. Camels are pretty quick.
Yeah. He could go like in 2 miles an hour to Sydney.
Exactly, dude. I gave him 3 fortnights, dude. You guys are acting like I'm being unreasonable.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's totally possible.
Why not just make him swim through the Indian Ocean and then get to meet you in the Sahara Desert?
I mean, he could. But I don't want to go to Yemen. I want to go to Sydney.
And just go to Somalia. I hear that's nice this time of year.
I do want to be a pirate, much like Orlando Bloom. So that could be interesting.
Oh, have you seen Captain Phillips?
I am not the captain now because I haven't seen that.
That's a good movie.
Captain Phillips.
It's a very good movie, definitely.
I am the captain now.
I am the captain now. I am the captain now.
I'm like wondering, like especially on American ships sailing on the Somali coast, how many of them do you think like would have like mercenaries on board? I think there's a lot.
Oh, I think every ship sailing effectively anywhere has mercenaries on board at this point in time. I don't know.
Like, wouldn't it depend on like where in the world? Because
that's how much money you spend on the mercenaries, right? But I feel like you probably at least have like a few of those academy weirdos on your ship. Probably a lot more if you're like sailing from like Vietnam through Singapore to like Cape Town and to like the Middle East and you go through that like Cape of the African Horn or whatever. I'm assuming you probably have more protection than if you were like, I don't know, going from like Ireland to fucking Maine.
Nah, like I don't know, like I mean, like if you were like going from Singapore and then a straight shot to Cape Town, then I don't think there would be any pirate.
Well, I was thinking like you like hop along, like you'd like go to like the Horn, right? You go to like Yemen for some reason.
Yeah, well, then you're like more in the trouble zone.
And then you go into the Gulf of Aden, then you go up the Red Sea, just slam through that canal.
Yeah.
Slam through the Suez Canal. Don't wait for the bridges. Just slam straight through it, and boom, you're in Greece.
Like
what is that?
It is so amazing, like how this pirate activity is functioning. You know how it's functioning?
No, I don't.
They will like board your ship and take it, and then take it back to fucking Somalia to some port that they control, because it's corrupt as fuck.
Oh, it's a pirate port.
And then they will just hold it, and they will hold the hostages and keep ransoming the company that owns the ship for money.
Yeah,
and there is like an own insurance type for
for sure, dude.
these types Yeah.
I
For
remember. I fucking
Yeah.
remember. So I was going to South by Southwest right before the pandemic happened, right? And then South by Southwest got canceled because of the pandemic, because it's a massive music festival. You can't have people, like thousands of people, getting into this little whatever.
Where is it? Like Austin, Texas, or
Yeah.
or Dallas, or yeah.
Yeah, Austin. And
Austin.
so I remember I didn't buy a ticket, but I remember there was a big thing where people were like, okay, well, we need our money back for all our tickets, our passes or whatever. And they were like, we didn't buy pandemic insurance. So they had insurance for terrorist acts. They had insurance for fucking like most things that could go crazy. Like, let's say like a drunk driver decides to run into a crowd of people. They had insurance to try and help cover those costs, the medical costs. Let's say someone decides that one of the films is offensive to Christianity or something, and a hard right, a Christian terrorist bombs Austin. South by Southwest had insurance for that. They did not have insurance for airborne viral infections, which would require the fucking place to close. So they couldn't refund anybody.
Yeah. Well, this is like the same like with me and Troy's travel insurances. If we were to go to America tomorrow, and we were to contract and get COVID-19,
which is very likely. I mean, it's dangerous over here, dude.
Yeah, and we get hospitalized, that travel insurance is not going to cover it. And we're on our own, and we gotta like fend for our life and pay this lifelong debt of like hundreds of thousands of dollars for.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I'm pretty sure most countries in Europe still have extradition agreements with the United States. I mean, you can't run away.
Yeah, can't run away. No. So we would be in like lifelong debt to America, unless we were to escape to some piece of shit country like Brazil or Yemen.
It was fine. It was pretty cool.
And Yemen is nice also as well to be. I mean,
any reason why Yemen isn't nice is probably because of the U.S. bombing the shit out of it for the last like ever, dude.
if Prison Break has taught us anything, it is that Yemen is the place to go,
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Even Mongolia, I don't think they have an extradition agreement.
Is Mongolia a country, or is it a part of China now?
It's its own country.
It's still a country.
Yeah, but
my cousin got to see some of their diplomatic people come into the university he was at because they wanted to learn about nuclear stuff.
Do they actually have universities in Mongolia?
Yeah.
They were visiting. They probably do, but they were visiting an American university to learn about nuclear engineering.
But it must
talk to some nuclear engineers.
It must be universities that are located close to the border to China or to Russia, because I can't imagine the nomads being much about anything.
No,
I don't think that's cities in Mongolia nowadays.
Yeah.
They got Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah. Ulaanbaatar. Yeah.
Baatar.
Pretty amazing that country used to be like one of the biggest empires on Earth.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking everywhere, man. I think we're all probably Mongolian.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah, and what's it they say? Like 1/10 of every man is descending from, or everyone's
it's some crazy number. It's something where it's like like if you're of European descent, it's like almost guaranteed that you have like some Mongolian descent in you, but it's like some insane like 1 in 10.
That you have 1/10 of you from Genghis Khan or that other Khan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many kids did that guy have? 50?
Dang up job, dude. I gotta say, 5 out of 5 imperialism, baby. Fucking.
All right. Are we going to round off the?
No. Like I just found one more interesting quote here from National Geographic, which states that an international group of geneticists studying Y chromosome data have found that nearly 8% of the men living in the region of the former Mongol Empire carry Y chromosomes that are nearly identical. That translates to 0.5% of the male population in the world, or roughly 16 million descendants living today. today.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, that is
Fuck,
fucking
man.
insane.
That's so it's like 1,000 years old. It's like hasn't been around for so long.
Just
Oh god.
talk about sexual promiscuity, but okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anyway. Yep, we're on 55 minutes now, so yeah.
All right. Well,
Sweet.
then let's round it off here, and thank you all for watching. I don't know how many people are watching these episodes now. It seems like all of you mofos rather want to watch me talk some bullshit about Better Call Saul than to listen to whatever.
Dude, people like your Better Call Saul shit, dude.
hugely, like every BCS episode we
For
make.
some reason, they love your analysis of fucking the one not funny piece of art that actor's in, dude. Like everything else he does is a total fucking goof fest.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way.
I need to read you aloud the thing I found today, which is a paper on Breaking Bad that proves the validity of the show. Okay, I'll stop now.
All right. So check out FancyOctopus's podcast. I will put a link in the description of this video.
Fun time.
Fun time. And I hope you all to see you next time. And well, fucking like, share, and subscribe, motherfuckers. Thanks.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yep.